Madison Keys makes her feelings known after unexpected U.S. Open heartbreak. A little bit paralyzing. Madison Keys walked onto Arthur Ashe Stadium as the reigning Australian Open champion, carrying the weight of an entire nation's expectations. 3 hours and 10 minutes later, she walked off stunned, her U.S. Open over before it truly began. Keys didn't try to sugarcoat what happened during her post-match interview. The 2025 Australian Open champion admitted that her nerves took control from the very start of the match. What did Madison Keys say during her U.S. Open press conference? When asked to describe what felt missing from her game, she explained, "No, my warm-up was fine. I just feel like from pretty early on in the first set it was pretty apparent that I wasn't playing great tennis today." However, it was her next response that revealed the true nature of her struggles. Keys added, "I feel like today I was just for the first time in a while where my nerves really got the better of me and it kind of became a little bit paralyzing. I felt like I was just slow. I wasn't seeing things the way that I wanted to, which I feel like resulted in a lot of bad decisions and lazy footwork." The pressure of playing at home as a Grand Slam champion had been building, but Keys explained that everything exploded during the match itself. "I think it was probably building a little bit. But the reality is it usually builds a little bit, like you always kind of feel first-round jitters, and as the day is getting closer, feeling a little bit more and more nervous. But I feel like it's more than just saying that, like I want to win, but it just feeling like winning matters just way too much." This marked her worst Grand Slam performance of the 2025 season. Keys had reached at least the third round in every major tournament this year before arriving in New York. After capturing her maiden Grand Slam title at the Australian Open in January by defeating Aryna Sabalenka in the finals, she made the quarterfinals at Roland Garros before falling to eventual champion Coco Gauff. At Wimbledon, Laura Siegemund knocked her out in the third round. How did the match unfold against Renata Zarazua? As the sixth seed, Keys appeared to have things under control early against world number 82 Renata Zarazua. She battled through a marathon first-set tiebreak, winning it 12-10, and then jumped out to a commanding 3-0 lead in the second set. However, Zarazua fought back to take the second set 7-6-3, setting up a winner-take-all third set. The Mexican player maintained her momentum and broke Keys at 6-5 to complete a stunning 6-7-10, 7-6-3, 7-5 victory that left the Arthur Ashe Stadium crowd in disbelief. The numbers tell the story of Keys' struggles. She committed 89 unforced errors and 14 double faults, far outweighing her 46 winners. Those mistakes piled up under the relentless pressure of Zarazua's consistent play and her own mounting anxiety about performing on home soil. This marked only the third time in 14 U.S. Open appearances that Keys had been eliminated in the first round. The defeat was particularly shocking given her history of deep runs at Flushing Meadows, including her runner-up finish in 2017 and semi-final appearances in 2018 and 2023. Instead of another strong showing at her home major, Keys found herself heading to the locker room with a bitter reminder. The expectations that came with being both the Australian Open champion and an American playing at the U.S. Open proved too much to handle when the lights were brightest.